It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. You've got Daniels. Lewis is out there with George. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Granger in at the 3. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Lewis outside. Here's O'Neal. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm. The defense is there, but because of the height disparity, there's no real contest.
Lewis with the 3. Traps in the tray.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Wilkins. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Boy, he is quick off his feet and really stronger than he looks. Wilkins can burn you in that painted area.
Tries it from 19, and there are the Pacers with another bucket. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Young against Lewis. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
If you got Trae Young on your side, chances are you're going to win the mid-range battle.
Lewis passes to O'Neal. The shot by George, wide open. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Young's shot is good.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the 3 ball. Give me back that momentum.
George dishes to Lewis. Pass to Daniels. Clock at 6. From deep, George. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Now, here is Young. He's got 5. Lets the 3 fly. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Here's O'Neal. From deep, George. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
He makes them at such a high clip from there. Paul George knows his range.
13 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Young's got 7 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Fades away. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Lewis.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Down low, headed, and he goes in for the dunk.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Here's Young, and he drops it in from the low post. 9 points in the game so far.
Lots of contact on Trae Young, but he battles right through it.
Outside, Lewis buries the long-range jumper.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
There's a good screen. Young from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Unlimited range and unlimited confidence. Trae Young has no conscience.
And George kicks to Lewis. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now, here is Young. He's got 12. Got it to go. That one good from Pettit.
And points in the paint are a sure thing when Pettit's on the floor. He's just got too much game down low. He may not have the bulk of some of the other guys, but doesn't matter.
Here's Lewis. He's got 11. Pass to Daniels. Outside, George. Outside for Lewis. And Indiana, another 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there time and time again.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. In Indiana with a change here too. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Danny Granger. Mutombo is screen on George. Johnson, the pass to Bennett, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Oladipo. To his outside. There's a screen. He kicks it to Daniels. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
The pass to Young. Jacks up a 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here is George. 11 points in the game. Lewis with the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. Lewis against Young. Inside, here's Mutombo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
Lewis passes to O'Neal. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Young finds Johnson. Headed. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's Indiana.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw missing.
I know Trey can seem frustrated at times, but to me, that's just his passion showing he cares about the outcome of every play.
McGinnis is checked in for Indiana. Granger comes in for Jermaine O'Neal. Young against Lewis. Oladipo against Hudson. Here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 15 points.
Nice recognition from Paul George there. Understanding the shot clock situation and cashing in.
Lewis against Young. Over Lewis. Young's shot is good. 18 points for him.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside, George. Pass to McGinnis. Oladipo dishes to George. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is what they want from Paul George. Non-stop offensive energy.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hagan. Granger covering. Hagan passes to Young. Over Lewis. Again, the Hawks score.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Pass to Lewis. They set the pick over Young. And again, it's Indiana converting. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Pacers out in front, up 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Oladipo for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Oladipo's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Indiana.
A rare talent. When Oladipo hits shots like that, it makes his team that much harder to take down.
A nice shot by Hagan. Pacers leading by 3. Oladipo outside. Here's Boucher. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And known as a combo guard, Victor Oladipo has some point guard level passing skills in the body of a 2.
He was all alone on that one. Teague's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Passes it to Pettit. Hudson kicks to Johnson. Shoots from the elbow, and again it's Atlanta.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Boucher, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the game here. Willis, he checked in for Atlanta. Trey Young comes in for Jeff Teague. And Indiana with a change here too. Lewis checked in for Oladipo. The Hawks trail by 7. Now Young. He's got 20. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Built to score. Trey Young has been on one tonight.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Trey Young has been talking smack from a young age. He said if I was doing something nice, I wanted to let them know about it. Once he got to the NBA, Trey says, I was more of a fan of the guys I was going against. Once I got out of that mindset and started being competitive and talking a little trash, that's when everything clicked. Kevin?
David, not shy at all. Thank you. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Johnson.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. On defense, Atlanta trailing by 4. Lets it go with the 3. The shot's good from McGinnis. McGinnis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the pass to Hagan. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Pettit. 15 points in the game. Pass to Hudson. They set the pick. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Lewis against Young. Pass to McGinnis. Granger outside. And the Pacers another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
That's it, and the Pacer lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Young. Hudson against Granger. Passes it to Lewis. From the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He has that swag going on right now. When the defense steps back on him, he loves taking advantage of it.
Here's Hudson in Atlanta again with the bucket.
And Hudson, I mean, this is a guy who scored 30 points in a college game with a broken hand. That's why they call him Sweet Luke.
That bucket in no time at all. Artest's got the lead up to 8 now for Indiana.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
An exceptional, clever passer. Trae Young won't sleep on a wide open guy.
Artest on the way. The shot again, Indiana.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And it's the Hawks ball. Smith outside, over McGinnis, and again it's Atlanta.
And I love when Smith is assertive on offense, catching the D off guard with the catch and shoot.
Lewis outside. On the wing, Daniels from downtown, and again it's the Pacers from deep.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's his bread and butter play. Trae Young getting the spacing beast to do damage.
And the Pacers call time here. On defense, Atlanta, 6-point game. The pass to O'Neal. The turnaround jumper, count it. O'Neal's got 8 points.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Young pass to Caldwell. Outside Wilkins. Floats one up. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. Indiana leading by 6. Pass to O'Neal. Over Smith. And again, it's Indiana converting.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
O'Neal against Smith. There's the screen. 6 to shoot. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Five to shoot. Young finds Smith. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. O'Neal outside. And Daniels now top of the key. Back to O'Neal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. There's the pick. On its way from Young for 2. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
There are very few shots in this game that Young can't make. You take one thing away from him, and he just goes to the next.
Now here's Lewis. He's got 27. In the corner, Daniels. Pass to Boosie. Over Young. And again, it's Indiana. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 7. Pass to Smith. Lays it up and banks it in. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
Energetic play by Smith. Able to get around the contact there.
Here's Boosie, defended by Young. And the basket by Boosie. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Lewis outside. The pass to Boosie. Back to Lewis. Kicks it to Daniels. Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. And again, it's Indiana.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Now, here is Young. He has 31. A 3 ball. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
They've got Wilkins. Young is out there with Mutombo. And it's Pettit in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the dunk by O'Neal.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster games.
Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Here's Pettit. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Daniels dishes to George. For the 3, and there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by George.
Love what Paul George is doing right there, spotting those wide open guys.
Here's Hagan. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Lewis outside. It's George on the wing. George double teamed. O'Neal wide open. The shot's good on the assist by George. O'Neal's got the lead up to 11 now for Indiana. Here's Hagan. Lewis covering. Here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Just think where they'd be without all the work he's done from the three-point line today.
And the Pacers call time here. The Pacers making a switch here. Rangers checked in.
Danny Granger.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Rangers got 6.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants. He is really shouldering the load on the offensive end and doing an outstanding job. But he needs the rest of his team to step up.
And so here is Indiana following the 3 by Atlanta. Pass to Mutombo. Dishes it to Young. Here's Hagan. Hands it from downtown. Hagan's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Hawks. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And that one's good, George.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Pass to Young. There's the 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
This is when they need it the most. So they're so close to evening this game up.
And that one's good, George.
Excellent decision from Paul George. Knew as the ball was coming, he was firing right away.
Here's Hagan. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Now, here is George. He's got 23. Passes to Daniels. The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. He's got 9.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Young against Lewis. Here's Hagan. Another three for Atlanta.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
They set the pick. The three from George. And Indiana, another three.
And this is PG's role. He's out here to shoot the ball and to do it often.
Outside Wilkins. The basket good off the assist from Young. Wilkins has got 7 points.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
It's good from long range. And the Pacers lead by 7.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
Mutombo is screen on George. That one goes. Count it. Hagan's got 16 here in the second half.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And here's Atlanta. 7-point differential.
Timeout.
Atlanta calls timeout. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Young. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Indiana on D. They've led by as many as 11 points. Teague, the pass to Wilkins. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Wilkins has got 6 in the quarter.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Outside, George. George double team. Nobody near Granger. And the Pacers another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And so here is Indiana after the basket by Atlanta. And Oladipo kicks to Daniels. Back to Granger. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Now the pass to Hagan. And Granger comes over to help. Teague feeling it out a bit. And that one, good. Teague's got 5 now.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. McGinnis, who's checked in for Indiana. Artest comes in for George.
Substitution on the court.
Here's O'Neal. 21 points in the game. Granger dishes to Oladipo. Over Teague. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Granger. He has 5.
Well, he's no stranger to finishing in traffic. Oladipo does not lose his cool when he's under duress.
Here's Hagan. Again, the Hawks score. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Oladipo against Teague. Shoots the 3, and the Pacers another 3.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Hagan. McGinnis covering. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Teague.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch and fire.
There's the lob to Oladipo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Always an explosive leaper. Oladipo's teammates can count on him to finish those alley-oops.
Here's Hagan. And again, it's Atlanta.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Granger passes to Oladipo. Over Teague. Again, Indiana.
This is light work for Oladipo. If the D doesn't force him out of that area, they're done.
Right side Teague. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Oh, that's easy for the 7-footer. Just toss it up there.
From deep 3-point territory. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Pacers lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Indiana, Victor Oladipo is out there with Lewis. And it's McGinnis. Then it's Daniels. And it's Artest in at the small forward position. And the shot is good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
T for 3. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. Teague against Oladipo. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And McGinnis kicks to Artest. Pass to Oladipo. Pocket 6. Over Teague. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And you got to be aware of Oladipo. Consistent at looking to score, especially in these kinds of ways.
Johnson gets the bucket and the foul. That one is on Artest.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Willis, he checked in for Atlanta. And that one falls for Johnson.
and the versatility Johnson offers, it can't be forgotten. I mean, this is a guy that can play 3 to 4 positions, a lights-out shooter who also has that clutch gene. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Shoots from 12. Oladipo, good.
As versatile as they come. Oladipo can use his burst to blow by you or just his shots from the perimeter.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Lewis has it in the corner. Outside Artest. And the Pacers another 3.
We know he has the range, and we know he has the attack mindset.
Atlanta calls timeout. Atlanta making a switch here. Hudson's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Person's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, the Hawks coach had some words for his team during the last timeout. He told his guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thanks, David. Now, here is Young. Count that one. Young's got 42 in the game.
What touch on the floater. Young has this shot down to a science.
Passes it to Lewis. Here's Person. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Young taking his time here. Here's Pettit. McGinnis covering. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Pettit.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
It's deflected. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Such an incredible score. Young's playmaking may be on the same level.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. McGinnis with the screen on Young. Here's Lewis, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Young passes to Johnson, and here is Willis. Over Daniels, and with that shot, the Indiana lead's cut down to 4 on the bucket from Willis.
Oh, good focus from Willis. When he's got inside positioning like that, doesn't matter where you throw it to.
Drills the three-pointer. Lewis has got 10 points here in the second half.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
And Willis gets it to go.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Johnson against Person. Outside Willis. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
of hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Some changes for Indiana. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for McGinnis. Granger comes in for Person. And Georgia subbed in for Ron Artest. So it's the Pacers now. George with the ball. Kicks it out to Granger. The shot's good on the assist by George. Granger's got 14 points here in the second half.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Mutombo sets a screen. Young is double. Here's Hagan. Another three for Atlanta.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Drills it from outside.
Incredibly smooth, highly skilled. Paul George creating for himself.
Young is double. Stolen by Lewis. He kicks it to George. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Just 4 to shoot. Sinks the triple. Lewis has got 40 points. The Hawks trail by 11. Stolen by Lewis. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Wilkins. Off the run, and it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Here's Lewis. Feeds it to Daniels. And it's sent back by Mutombo. And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 11. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. The basket good off the assist from Young.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And so it's Indiana with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's O'Neal, and that one is good. O'Neal's got 23 points. The Hawks trail by 10. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. To the inside, George, and it's George finishing it off.
Outstanding dunk from Paul George. This is why the defense can't let him get too deep.
Here's Hagan, defended by George.
Team second.
And the pass to Young. Another three for Atlanta.
If you set up Trey, he will deliver.
Pacers leading by 9. Pass to O'Neal. Over Pettit. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Lewis. 25 points in the game.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Lewis against Young. O'Neal kicks to Lewis. And Indiana, another three.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, they can count this one in the win column. It has been a tremendous effort.
I love what we saw from them tonight, and I'm sure they'll try to replicate it next time out.
Here's Pettit. Here's Hagan. And again, it's Atlanta.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Indiana can just let the clock run down here. Lewis against Young. Lewis outside. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with the New Balance Player of the Game.